If I said that was the craziest shit I'd ever seen, would that be the most obvious statement ever?
Shay has been through a severely traumatic experience.
Okay. Second most obvious statement ever.
Continue exploring his memories. The best is yet to come.
Good to see you're feeling better.
Thank you. Mr. Finnegan, was it?
Sweet Mother Mary. Have we taken in the village idiot?
Barry! Remember, Shay, I'm Cassidy, and this is...
Barry!
You've been ill for weeks.
I hate to have been a burden.
See? He's a civilized fella.
Aye, for a clumsy deckhand. Probably fell off his ship half drunk.
Barry!
He's right.
What do y'all want?
What's going on?
You wretch, how dare you!
Shut up, woman.
Ow!
Leave her alone. Ah!
Now what are you going on about?
Stay out of this, you fool!
Well, I was going to, but... Now you've made things personal.
I hope you put up a decent fight. I need a challenge. Ah! And don't come back! Thank you, Shay. In my younger days, I could have taken them one-handed.
Why were these men bothering you?
Ah, the usual. They feel they're owed money because they're not harming citizens. Mark me words, those gangs are going to be the downfall of this city.
Wait here, I have something for you. It won't do you any good walking around Starkers. Here, try these on. They were our sons.
I suppose, if you're looking for trouble, you'll be needing these.
Thank you.
Don't you look a right gentleman?
Gas.
Did I have a book with me?
Just those peculiar weapons.
Thank you both. If you'll excuse me. And the manuscript is at the bottom of the Atlantic.
You again! You'll regret this! The Finnegans are dead! Hear me? Dead! Putting your nose in other people's business!
What have you and your friends got against the Finnegans?
I got no gripe. My boss sent me over.
Ah, and where's he set up?
You can't miss it. There's always black smoke rising from the courtyard of that building. clear shot!
Brothers! Join me against the enemy!
Don't make this difficult for yourselves.
Keep up! Give you a lesson! Have a taste of this!
Don't get your
Let
hopes
us
up.
make... Dog it down, boys!
I'll catch up with you one way or another!
Boy.
Mark my word! That was a grenade!
We own this town, boy.
Clear shot! Resistance is not in your best interest!
We own this town, boy.
Ready to take him down? Come on!
Get him, boys!
I'll catch up with you one way or another! Mark my word!
I'd like to see you dogs seize!
Stay out of our... Bells! Bells! He's getting away!
Don't make...
I can't see him anymore!
Dogs seize!
Clear shot! Ready to take him down!
Quick! Help your master!
Come help!
'Twill help us smoke.
Be at ease, Master Cormac. We are friends. The Finnegans were worried you might take matters into your own hands. I am Colonel George Monroe.
Colonel?
I came to help, but I see I am late. Thank you for dealing with these foul criminals. They were a blight on New York.
What do you care? You redcoats are nothing but landlords. The townsfolk here are grinding away, trying to make a living.
I cannot blame you for having that impression. Some of my comrades have been less than helpful. But I take a different approach.
And what is that?
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Master Cormac. Here. Reclaim what they have stolen. Now let us use some of that money for the good of the city. I realize you have no reason to trust me, Master Cormac.
You said you were a friend of the Finnegans.
I am. Their late son worked for me. You are much like him.
How so?
He cared, and he wanted to do good by the people. We shared a dream, he and I, that of making the world a better place. Mere survival is not enough. Full bellies, warm clothing. Freedom from want is the greatest freedom of all.
It almost sounds like you have goodwill towards the people you govern.
I do not govern, Master Cormac.
Tens of thousands of souls
I
were
merely
lost.
assist.
The Royal Riviera Palace was destroyed.
See this neglected edifice, Master Cormac?
Do some good work.
We can make it better. Urban renewal is a new science, but one that has already proven effective on the continent. I've arranged for resources. Use them to improve that building.
What fine work!
The neighborhood will be much better now.
I suspect New York will prosper under your watch, Master Cormac. You can do great things for this city and its citizens. After all, a man needs purpose. Farewell for now, Master Cormac.
The Colonel strikes me as an honorable man. Someone who wants to do what's right. And he may have a point. With everything that has happened. With what I've done. I can't change the past. But maybe there's a future for me here. And maybe, just maybe, I can do what's right this time. I should head back to the Finnegans. Let them know I'm fine.
Shay, Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Did you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old fort.
Oh, 'twould be a shame to miss that.
Around here. my blade buried in your heart! I don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away! Find him again!
You have no business aloft! Down!
This bastard nicked what we rightfully stole! Let's say we give him a stretch! Kill him! Let him hide!
Go to hell, the lot of you!
I have him in my sight. Christopher Guest. I'm Shay Cormac.
Charmed! But what are you doing here? Don't mind me asking.
The Colonel sent me.
Aha! Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
It's Morgan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Oh, wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter. Tell you what. I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste. She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid! Captain's at the helm! The Colonel waits in Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do next.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Not at all, Shay. But I admire the Colonel's ideals and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideals?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
Don't forget your old shipmate. Roddy, 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 Roddy. We have worked the subsea gun for the deck division.
Ease off the wind!
Anchor away!
In good health, I see.
Thanks to the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
Shove this boot up your arse is what I'll do. Expect any sane man to believe you.
sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned.
We're heading hard for land, sir!
Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water? Or in the whiskey?
Now, why do you say that, Master Cormac?
I think Shay here is skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand, but there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
Happy far now.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end. Not an end in and of itself.
Away anchor!
C'est trop tranquille par ici. Pas de criminels. Tranquille par ici. Pas de criminels. Jean et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord. Allez, maniez-vous un peu. Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? À moi la garde! Et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord. Allez, maniez-vous un peu. Je sais. Je peux la battre d'ici. Je le vois, je peux tirer. Allez, sonnez la cloche. Plus vite, il faut le faire.
Thank you for holding that for me.
Ici. Attaquez des deux côtés. J'essaie de te perdre. Arrête-toi. À l'aide! À l'aide! Qu'on appelle la garde! Vite! Helping to build this land. One cutting prices on several.
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful guns before we approach that fort. Go to your cabin to arrange the work. Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain's helm!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. But we will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
There's our target, Shay. Knock her down like a game of ninepins.
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel said!
More trouble, Captain!
Look!
Fire!
Ready to fire, sir! Hostile warship!
Fire!
Think she's a gun! Sir!
Fire!
Land ho!
Trim the yards off the wind! Fire! 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 Fire!
Enemies firing! They're firing a volley!
Fire! Round it all on!
Incoming fire!
Fire!
He's dead in the water!
Loose and catch the wind!
Come on, spread those sheets!
For sail! All sail!
Full sails!
Haul in the stunsails!
Superb! Now find the fort commander!
Arrête! Arrête-toi de tes dernières paroles! Tu n'échapperas pas à ton sort! Halt! Va te dépêcher! Hé! Hé! On ne bouge plus là-bas! Plus un jet! Au revoir, les gars! Attrapez-le, vite!
Le chasseur?
Say, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
Do what? Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have...
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur! We could both just leave.
You are always good good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift. Le Chasseur was right. I had no other choice. If the assassins find out I'm alive, they'll come after me.
While you were busy taking down that fort, I happened to stumble upon the treasury.
You don't say.
It was the damnedest thing. Well, in any case, amongst other things, I found maps and charts detailing various French trade routes.
What are you thinking, Guest?
I thought perhaps we could use them to, help the Royal Navy and fill our pockets. I stored these maps in your cabin, Captain, should you wish to use them. The Colonel thanks and congratulates you, Shay. He has returned to New York. But
Master Cormac. What you have learned from Le Chasseur was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new weapons for them. He's very well guarded.
Benjamin Franklin? The scientist?
You have heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace? I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I'll look into this.
Thank you.
Hope. I pray it's not you.
What's Franklin working on? Not sure, but it sounds explosive. The boss really wants Franklin isolated.
You can't be here!
Shay! It is good to see you again. Your friend Hope said you were away.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go. I was preparing to leave for Philadelphia and then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new recruits burdened with regrets, I tell them the surest way to lose them is with gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
This prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care, Master Cormac. Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately. We should test this new weapon. Use it against that door. Use these grenades to destroy that door. Good work. Good work. I think you are ready to turn this new weapon against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby hiding a dangerous poison. Right now, it only causes sleep. But I fear those outlaws are distilling it. A more powerful formula could sicken or perhaps even kill most of New York.
Then that's my first target.
Be careful, Master Cormac. We understand that the ingredients are highly unstable.
All the better.
Bloody foul weather. I should be soaked through in no time.
If I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole system.
I can get him from here! This is dangerous! Are you serious? I can't you see him anymore! Hey! What are you doing here? This is dangerous! Are you crazy? Stop!
I must get out, or I'm as good as dead.
Fleeing is futile. Enough of you're on our territory.
No, don't kill me!
This is...
Ah, what marvelous destruction, Captain. I saw the smoke all the way from the Morrigan.
That should discourage those miscreants. New York is safe for now.
With all due respect, Colonel, it's going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
It is, terribly dusty here. I'm sure Shay can recount his adventures to us over a pint. Hey, the first round's on, the Colonel, huh?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, we are all friends here. You will be taken care of.
from the Colonel.
Dear Master Cormac, my apologies for the brevity of this missive, but it is time we were honest with one another. You have demonstrated your loyalty and resourcefulness to the Templar cause. And this despite, and perhaps because of, your assassin origins. The manuscript the assassin sought has been in my possession for some time. I reclaimed it when my men found you marooned. The Grand Master himself charged me to discover its meaning, a task I regret I have failed to complete. I leave it in your charge, Master Cormac. There is no one else I trust more. Now I leave for Fort William Henry, an ill-prepared garrison surrounded by hostile natives and the French army. We have requested reinforcements, but I doubt they will be forthcoming. I have no illusions that our resistance will be successful. I commit my life to the British Army, and my soul to the Father of Understanding. Yours, Colonel George Monroe.
Captain has the helm!
Man your post, Gist. The Colonel's in trouble.
How do you... in trouble?
He's at Fort William Henry, facing impossible odds.
Get off your lazy arses, lads, and man your stations! We raise anchor! Sorry for the early libation, Captain. But you realize it has been a whole year since we met? A whole year! Changed my life, you did. And for the better. You will forgive me if I have been celebrating without you.
A whole year. Gist, I've a question for you. How long have you known of my, well, former allegiance?
Oh, you mean the assassins? I knew that ages ago, Shay. I may be drunk, but I'm not blind. Or did you think I would assume you had escaped from some homicidal circus?
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, the Colonel wanted us to avoid the subject so it wouldn't, influence your decision-making. You saved my life out of pure selfless instinct, and helped countless others besides. If it were up to me, I would have made you an official Templar months ago.
Who is it up to, then? Monroe mentioned the Grand Master.
Oh, yes. The Grand Master of the Colonial Rite. You'd like him, Shay. His father was an assassin.
Really? He must have a story to tell.
What is the news from Fort William Henry?
The garrison is surrounded, and reinforcements are late.
General Montcalm has been blazing a path across the colonies for King Louis, hasn't he?
I rather wish he'd stayed home with his mistress.
His or King Louis?
Either. Though I suspect the King's is finer.
Indeed. Madame O'Murphy is supposed to be quite the charmer.
I know Murphy is in the French king's bed. Now I know you're pulling my leg.
Ship bound for India or Japan. In Asia, they're the...
Studs out! Let's get moving!
Cliff ahead!
Ready, boys? It's a tap of life, toil and strife. We will men undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale has stopped. How hard the wind did blow. We're homeward bound, 'tis a grand old sound on a good ship, full and free. We don't give a damn when we drink or rum with the girls on old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're outward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Once more we sail with the northerly gale, through the ice, the sleet and rain. Them coconut fronds, them tropic lands, we soon shall see again. 6 months we've passed away in the cold Kamchatka Sea, and now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, boys, rolling
Douse all but
down to
mates!
old Maui.
Let the anchor go!
Shay, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Jack?
Colonel Monroe surrendered to General Montcalm. The French and their Abenaki allies took Fort Henry. Johnson was supposed to bring reinforcements here.
I don't see anyone else.
The Abenaki are restless. They don't understand the terms of surrender and refuse to heed Montcalm. The colonel and his men were released this morning. They're walking into an ambush.
Wait here in case Johnson arrives. I'll protect the colonel.
Thank you.
Maybe I can finally repay my debt to him. I hope I'm not too late.
Like rape, shall haunt your dying thoughts!
Rise, bud.
work, men.
That's the last of them.
Master Cormac.
Sir, we must hurry. We should bring what's left of your men to the Morgan.
A welcome offer, Captain Cormac. Follow me. Safe passage is ahead.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened at Fort William Henry?
Poor planning and poor luck, I am afraid. Montcalm was able to bombard us for days.
Damn frog.
Actually, he acted with great honor. When we sent for parley, he returned an offer far more generous than anticipated. We kept our arms, and more importantly, our colors.
Only to walk into a trap.
I would hardly expect the French to defend us. Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
You continue to prove your loyalty to the Templars, Master Cormac. Risking your life for me.
We're not out of the woods yet, Colonel. As for my loyalty, well, I do owe you, don't I? You saved my life. Gave me a second chance.
We have been working together for a year now. During that time, you have rendered many great services. Whatever debt you imagine you have towards me is paid, wouldn't you say?
Perhaps.
You live! Attack! Take cover!
Keep together, men!
I'll take out as many as I can. All right, Colonel. Keep your men moving. I'll scout ahead and signal if there's trouble.
A sensible strategy. Very well. I will lead my men around slowly.
blood for hands. Ready to open fire! You are amazingly bad at this. Get out of there! All right. You shall perish!
Hurry. Kasegawase will not relent.
Kasegawase. You know this man, Master Cormac.
Aye, Colonel. He is one of Achilles' men. An assassin, as I was.
So they know I am a Templar. And now this assassin knows you live.
And work with Templars. I'm no fool, Colonel. The assassins will come after me next. We're both targets now. You know that's a trap, right?
Indeed, Master Cormac. But we have little choice. We survived French cannons, we will survive this.
I have a clear shot!
This way! Come, follow me.
Bells! Bells! He's getting away!
Make haste!
The ship! Run! Run!
I can get him from here! I've got a shot!
Loose the sails!
You heard the captain, men! Let's get out of here! Move! Move!
See!
Ah!
I owe you my life, Master Cormac.
As do I, Colonel.
We have much to discuss. However, I must tend to my troops.
Sir, I will accompany you to Johnson's trading post at Onakwaga.
Then I shall depart at once. Master Cormac, meet me there.
Get them!
The wrong course to hit rock, sir!
Reef it all tops! Get them aloft! Douse all sail!
Drop anchor! Taking the waters!
So, Colonel, it seems my life is an open book to you.
Men from my regiment found you delirious and half-drowned. I did not know who you were. But what you were was obvious. I brought you to the Finnegans for care. Their late son was one of our order.
Master Johnson was furious.
It was a risk, but I suspected you might have left your brothers behind.
Colonel, the manuscript, why return it to me?
Because, Master Cormac, you earned my trust. It could not be in better hands.
Respectfully, sir, I'm more of a target than you now.
Gentlemen, Kesegawase is rallying to storm Albany. His allies threaten a friendly Oneida village, and French troops have already entered our territory.
Might be able to delay the French and help the Oneida.
We will ready the defenses in Albany.
If we are to defeat Kesegawase and his allies, I need to help the Oneida and see what I can do about them.
So, not to pry, but would you happen to know if Kesegawase has any weaknesses?
He hasn't any. He was a scout and mercenary long before he joined the Assassins.
May Lady Luck be with you, then.
I make my own luck.
The Colonel exerts a certain amount of control over the army, or part of it anyway. But we'll need both the soldiers and their native allies if we're to set up a proper defense against Kesegawase.
Kesegawase has allies in every tribe. Sided with the French, as well as many others. Trappers, hunters, scouts. We'll need all the help we can muster.
Drop anchor!
What's in the cave?
This does not resemble the work of an amateur.
We'll teach you to help the Redcoats!
Thank you, sir. Of course. I have to do all the work here. Do not. Stop, you!
Oh, many thanks indeed, sir.
Look out for strays!
Prepare to die!
Thank you.
So long as we hold the old woman hostage, these Oneida will not help the English.
Thank you. Venerable One. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. I am a friend.
A friend indeed. You have the gratitude of my people, Shay Patrick Cormac. For as long as you shall walk this earth, you will have a place here, among us.
My thanks.
It is I who thank you, young man. Would you be so kind as to walk with me? I am called Onata. There is a legend among my people. It tells of how the land under our feet was born and how good and evil came into this world. The Sky Woman scattered her wisdom throughout our land. If you follow her path, you shall learn the true history of our people, and perhaps even uncover the reward locked within this cave. If you are the hero I believe you to be.
You honor me, venerable one.
It is you who honor us, Shay Patrick Cormac. Farewell.
Blue's up! These are sticks! Loose and trim too! Tops, gallants, royals, studs! Douse the royals and tops!
We're bearing down on those rocks, Captain! Captain, overboard!
Les ordres. Maintenant, bouclez-la et faites ce que vous avez à faire. Les bas droits
Ici ont perdu la raison.
Au travail.
Ils veulent nous envoyer au casse-pipe.
J'en ai ma flaque de ce maudit paysage. Quand la bataille sera gagnée, il sera temps de changer d'air.
Autant faire la guerre à pied au beau milieu de l'Asie. Quelle blague! Bien essayé! Mais tu es déjà mort, I was not supposed to be here. What? Idiot! Tu te racontes ce You should have seen his face when he found my dagger protruding through his tunic. We sure showed those dogs. It's a pity we have not gotten paid in so long.
Let's roast the pig!
Your sister in New York. You should have seen his face. I'm not going to bed on an empty stomach. Then I killed the little shite. So I told the
Once
French...
again,
I
we've
fucked
shown
your
the might
sister in
of
New York.
Britannia's army.
You should have seen his face go red. Then I killed the little shite.
Tonight we get drunk on French
You should
wine
have seen
and
his
English
face
ale.
when he found my dagger protruding through his tunic. We sure showed
Once
those
again,
dogs who the
we've
true
shown the
masters
might
were.
of Britannia's army.
We sure showed those dogs who the true...
Captain's Maids out! Let's go!
Act like an officer!
Well, our anchor's on board and our rags are all set. Oh, daddy-o.
Damn the devil! What happened here?
Kisegawase.
Well, then we are too late.
No. Fort Fredericks is nearby. I'm sure the Colonel can hold it.
You heard the captain, lads! Make haste!
Give me some speed!
Release the mains! We're losing our bearings!
Loose on! Let's move! Trim the yards off the wind! Clew
Pull
up!
the half-sails!
Clew up!
Anchor ahoy!
Get out here!
This is my home. I'm staying.
What's on your mind, Captain? Another time. What service can I provide? My thanks for your trust, Captain. Oi! Ho! It will take less than that to lose them. Ho!
I can shoot him! He's in my sight! I have got a good line on him! I see him! Don't give him the satisfaction of slipping away! Find him again!
Come out wherever you are.
Oh, no, I'm staying in.
Let's catch him!
Well met, sir. How fare ye?
My gratitude. Godspeed.
You there! Stop! You shall perish!
Halt! Let us go see elsewhere. Do not let him get away. I mean it.
What are you doing out and about?
I should have gone to the fort.
Hey!
Break both your...
Barricade that breach! Yes, sir! Attack! Attack! More ammunition, sir!
I have got a good line on him. I can shoot him. Ready to open fire.
This is Kasegawas's work, isn't it?
I believe it is, but I've not yet seen the devil. The manuscript.
You keep it safe. Bring it to the Morrigan. That's an order.
Who are you to give me orders? I outrank you.
I'm not part of your army, Colonel. I'll take care of the defenses until you get back. Kasegawase.
Burn!
You truly believe you can best me, traitor? Templar dog! Burn! Templar dog! Burn! You truly believe you can best me, traitor? Burn! Templar dog! Burn! Do you truly believe you can best me, traitor? Do you truly believe you can best me, traitor?
Get him!
Burn! Templar dog!
We trained you well, traitor! Kasegawase. It didn't have to be this way. It did. You are an enemy. Achilles will see you dead. What he's doing is wrong. Who are you to judge? The Templars will fail. You will fail. Monroe, is already dead. What do you mean? Liam.
The Colonel was heading for the docks.
A huge man with an axe was chasing the Colonel!
All I The French are smart using the Abenaki. Put out the flames before the fire spreads!
The Colonel! He's trapped inside!
Help! Save the Colonel!
The manuscript. An assassin took it.
Liam. I'll get it back. I swear it.
Shay.
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order? And all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. You are now a Templar, harbinger of a new world. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Do you understand now?
I'm starting to see why you're so interested in Shay Cormac.
Shay has seen the true face of the world, and he has chosen his path accordingly. A similar choice will soon present itself to you.
I did not think you'd get this far, but you seem to be on the right track. We still can't access the servers in the basement, but there's another one located at the top of the building near Melanie's office. That's your next stop.
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders are orders, and my orders are to stand right here.
I can't stop crafting oculi. It's like a disease.
Could you stop by my office? We need to have a talk.
This office used to belong to a man named Olivier Garneau. He was my predecessor as Chief Creative Officer of Abstergo Entertainment. Otto Berg is a representative from our parent company, Abstergo Industries. He's showing you the true history of the world, just like they showed me. Olivier was kind, he was intelligent and passionate about our work, but a year ago, he caught a glimpse of this truth. They never found his body. This is not the way we normally bring people up to speed on these matters, but you've worked hard and are proving yourself, so I'm granting you level 2 security access. The servers on this floor should unlock more of Shay's memories. Come on, you've come a long way, but you're not done yet. Get to the servers.
You're a natural at restoring these servers now, so no more excuses.
Macandal saved Baptiste from slavery and inducted him into his so-called brotherhood. Macandal was a vicious mentor, and in his desperate attempt to liberate slaves, he broke his own creed by indiscriminately killing nobles. Misguided as they are, some assassins are honorable. Macandal was not one of them. Thanks to the calculating genius of Madeleine de Lille, the Templars made an example of Macandal by way of public execution in 1758. His pathetic excuse for a brotherhood quickly fell apart. When his comrade and childhood friend Agathe fled to Louisiana, Baptiste saw the futility of his former life in Macandal's brotherhood. Madeleine saw Baptiste's potential and instructed her Templars in New Orleans to strike a deal with him. If he could draw Agathe out of hiding and eliminate him, he would be granted a place in the Templar Order. Although Baptiste was killed by the assassin Aveline de Cambrai, his path clearly demonstrates the inherent superiority of Templar ideals over assassin terrorism.
I've got your animus ready and waiting. The first civilization entity known as Juno re-emerged from the Grand Temple in New York in December 2012. Although no longer a corporeal being, she exists as a kind of digital consciousness somewhere in the Abstergo cloud. To accomplish her goals in the real world, Juno uses two types of people. The first is another precursor consciousness that emerges in a human being at random. This person is commonly known as a sage. Juno also holds sway over a group of disciples called the Instruments of the First Will, who believe it is humanity's natural role to serve the first civilization. Abstergo is currently using the First Will as a cheap and hands-off way of acquiring pieces of Eden and other relics. However, I suspect that the reverse is also true, that they are using our resources to locate objects that will help them further their own goals. I do not trust them, but for now, all I can do is have DaCosta monitor their activities. Juno's motives are unclear. Although she has made one attempt to possess a corporeal body, she appears to be more powerful as a digital entity. Agent DaCosta fears that should humanity ever achieve singularity, a fusion of humanity and machines, Juno would become unstoppable. Ironically, it is Abstergo itself which is driving civilization in that direction. Numbskull. I've got the next set of Shay's memories loaded up and ready to go.
We
are nearly there. Know that you are aiding a worthy cause, even if you do not yet know what it is.
I don't get it. It's like there's a big hole where the Arno-Dorian data should be.
Given the nature of our current investigation, I have been looking at other assassins who, despite themselves, have helped the Templar cause. The first is Clay Kazmarek, who infiltrated Warren Viddick's Animus project in Rome. He became the project's Subject 16. Kazmarek's rich ancestry helped Viddick to identify the Renaissance assassin Ezio Auditore as a person of interest. Driven mad by overexposure to the Animus, he committed suicide. However, Kazmarek may have unexpectedly become useful again. While in the Animus, Subject 16 came into contact with the first civilization entity known as Juno. Perhaps studying his bizarre Animus experiences can help us find a way to deal with the looming threat Juno promises. With Subject 16 out of the picture, Viddick needed a replacement. Desmond Miles, a runaway assassin, was captured in September 2012 and was used as Animus Subject 17 to further the search for an Apple of Eden. He managed to escape and uncovered an imminent threat to the planet. A solar flare similar to the one that wiped out the precursor race over 75,000 years ago. Desmond Miles also reactivated a first civilization temple in New York and used it to save the world, but it cost him his life. Abstergo recovered his body. In death, Desmond Miles became Sample 17, and his valuable genetic data was uploaded to the cloud servers in order to benefit all branches of Abstergo. Whether they live or die, we must continue to find ways to make the assassins work for us.
It is 4:26 on December 13, 2012. Debriefing of Sigma Team's Cairo operation. Debriefing conducted by Abstergo psychiatrist Tibor Hashek, Level 7, and Director of Operations Letitia England, Level 9. State your name and rank for the record.
Juhani Otzoberg, service number OP114-8506-B, Master Templar.
How would you classify the result of your Cairo mission, Master Berg?
I would call it a complete success. The new Sigma team performed admirably.
That's going a bit far, don't you think?
The target, William Miles, was apprehended and the first civilization artifact was retrieved. Both were handed off to Warren Vidic without incident. May I ask how you would rate the mission?
We're pleased with the results, but not with the methods with which you achieved them.
I see. May I ask why?
You went off mission. You were supposed to apprehend the target at the airport, not at the museum.
When the target emerged from the plane, he was posing as a tour guide for a class of high school students on a field trip.
A member of Sigma team informed us you aborted the mission then and there.
I will not deny this, but tell me, who talked?
I cannot reveal that.
No matter, I will find out on my own. Back to business. The target was very smart, but also very sloppy.
Explain.
The target possessed advanced counter-surveillance techniques, but lacked the skill to implement them properly.
The target was trained as an assassin since birth.
I am aware. However, it has been many years since he was an active field agent. He must have been very desperate to go himself, as these days he is more of a talker, a puppet master.
And what are you?
A predator.
A predator who defied orders because of the presence of some schoolgirls.
I prefer to think of myself as one who can choose the most opportune time to strike. The last time I followed orders to the letter was in Florence. That did not end well for anyone.
Was it that? Or did the students perhaps remind you of your daughter?
I separate my work and personal life completely.
Your daughter's recovery has been remarkable. I do hope her progress continues.
Please, don't.
I beg your pardon.
I find your attempt to threaten my child vulgar and unnecessary.
Explain.
Abstergo's pharmaceuticals have given my child a chance at a life free from pain. And I have at last found what I believe to be my calling in life.
And for that, we expect obedience.
For that you have my loyalty. The involvement of the children in Egypt compromised the original mission. Nothing more.
We already have one Master Templar that we can barely control. I don't like the idea of having two loose cannons out there.
With all due respect to Master Cross, while he is gifted, he is mentally disturbed.
We mean no disrespect, but after losing your team in Florence, we felt a need to keep a close eye on you.
I achieved all mission objectives, and achieved them without bloodshed. So my only question for you is, am I in command of Sigma Team or not?
As you said, the results were impeccable.
Then I believe this meeting to be at an end. I request permission to leave.
Do you have something more important to do?
I am going to find out who among my team talked to you. I will not tolerate that kind of insubordination.
I think we can stop here.
The briefing ended at 4:34. Transcript to be sent to Alan Ricken for security clearance.
You know what authorized personnel only means, don't you?
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders are orders, and my orders are to stand right here.
Shit. What's happening?
Another glitch?
Same one as before. Shay's back at Notre Dame.
See if you can complete the memory this time.
Got it. Shay's in Paris, all right. I even got a date for you. 1776.
At this point in time, Franklin was the American ambassador to France.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Otto Berg, professional killer and amateur historian.
Narate! What are you doing? I have no quarrel with you! You uncultured swine! You should not have... Shay? Is that you? How long has it been? Where are my manners? Thank you, my friend, thank you. But what are you doing in Paris?
With all due respect, sir, this is no time to talk. You're still in danger.
Yes, I must return to my family. Laissez-moi tranquille. Thank you, Shay. Please, wait for me. I just want to make sure my family is safe.
Yeah.
How did you do that? It was quite... fortunate.
I make my own luck, Master Franklin, as I suspect you do.
Yes, indeed, my good fellow. Yet, without your assistance today... Well, you have my thanks, Shay. Is there anything I can do for you, to repay you for this... kindness?
Actually, there is. I need to meet a business acquaintance. I heard he would be at the Chateau de Versailles 2 days from now.
And they don't just let anyone inside the royal palace. Very well. I'll see what can be arranged.
That's the best we can do for now. We keep trying to sequence memories out of order, which is why we're crashing like this.
What do you suggest?
If we progress further with Shay's life in the colonies, I'm confident we can get better results from these Paris memories.
Very well. Keep me informed.
Uploading the next memory sequence now.
Shay Cormac, I hear you are the Templar's new don of precursor archaeology.
I'm no expert, sir. I just witnessed what the assassins can do with those damn sites.
I have spent years investigating precursor leads. Tell me what you have seen.
Well, I know both the assassins and Templars are looking for pieces of Eden. Powerful weapons, mind-controlling apples, but this time it's different. We haven't found an apple, but a tree. These temples hold the earth together like roots. Disturb them, and Haiti falls, or Lisbon, or any other place the manuscript shows.
And the assassins are blindly interfering with these structures?
Aye. And if we don't stop them, they'll continue destroying cities.
I see. We have intelligence of assassin activity near Louisburg Fortress. We'll be meeting with a Royal Navy officer, James Cook. He recently gained a commission that could be strategically valuable. Gist has the charts.
Very well. I'll depart shortly.
Colonel Monroe spoke highly of you, Shay. He was convinced you could become the best among us. I expect you will not disappoint.
I don't plan to, sir. Gist, do you know why the Grand Master is so interested in Captain Cook?
Well, sir, he's intelligent and ambitious. His knowledge of seamanship is second to none. And if I trust my favorite barmaid in Halifax, he also just became captain of his own man-of-war. He's also an expert at deciphering secret codes. A man with such a skill certainly an asset to our cause.
The kind of fellow we should welcome in the Order, then.
Well, he's a friend of mine, but the man has an annoying habit of strict honesty and a total lack of anything resembling guile. Makes it a little hard to keep secret business secret, especially when his mathematical brain is clever at cracking codes. Consider him an ally, but watch what you say around him.
Duly noted.
I've heard Louisbourg could be a linchpin in the war. If the Royal Navy can take that fort, it'll be clear sailing down the St. Lawrence.
Then on to Quebec and Montreal. The tide is turning.
General Wolfe will give that craven Montcalm a right thrashing.
Fort William Henry.
With this bloody war over, we'll finally bring order to this damn continent.
I fear it would take more than that, friend.
Some think I will tell tales about this voyage around a warm fire.
I think what that these fishes are saying is right.
There she is, the HMS Pembroke, Captain James Cook's ship.
She's a beauty.
Man of war, fully armed. We should bring the Morrigan alongside. Master Kenway will sure...
Welcome aboard, gentlemen.
Good to see you again, Captain.
Captain Shay Cormac, Captain James Cook.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's mine, sir.
Captain Cook uncovered a rather distressing stratagem, which I fear confirms our own intelligence.
Indeed. As we speak, our Royal Navy fleet is on its way to Louisburg. However, the French have drawn up a preemptive strike against it if they launch this attack.
Obviously, we cannot allow that to happen. Gentlemen, the Battle of Louisburg could very well be the turning point which will finally bring this war to a close.
I don't know about you, but I've had enough of war.
Then may I suggest You take the wheel, Captain Cormac. I think you might enjoy piloting a vessel with real, firepower.
I believe I shall, Captain.
Wolfe, Lawrence, and Whitmore lead the 3 divisions of the Royal Navy.
Who's their commander?
Major General Amherst himself, back from Hanover.
You take an interest in the war, Shay?
Wouldn't want to disappoint you, sir.
Damn it! We cannot let any through.
It is imperative we stop those ships.
She's a
The
gunboat.
outcome of the war is dependent on it.
Using your own mortars.
Do not underestimate them. Hold tight! Here they come!
Fire! Fire!
Mortars incoming, sir!
Let out some sail!
We'll tear her to splinters! She's sunk!
Ready to fire!
Damage report! Take care, sir!
Fire! Down to the drag!
Dear God, fire ships. Should they break through, they would devastate our fleet.
We'd better not let that happen.
I recognize that vessel, sir! It's the Ep.2 credit!
Adewale. How fortunate he is that we have other priorities.
Agreed. We have to get rid of those fire ships.
We're right in their path! We have to sink that fire ship or get out of their way!
Fire!
More fire ships!
They're firing mortars!
Call in the Stunson!
They are foundering!
How do you like the water?
Fire!
Ready those mortars, Shay.
We're right in their path! We have to sink that fire ship or get out of their way! Another wave of fire ships, Captain!
Blues up! Laser sticks!
Ready, Captain!
Fire!
They are foundering! They are foundering! Captain! Cannon ready!
Fire! Fire!
More enemy ships, sir! And more fire ships!
This is hopeless. Perhaps it would be wiser to fall back.
As much war and wisdom don't always mix, Captain. This isn't over yet, lads. Man the cannons!
Yeah!
Fire!
That's
Get away,
sir! They have reinforcements! That's a man of war, sir!
Lose
Captain,
and
look!
catch the
Loaders!
wind!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fire!
We'll tear the splinters! Incoming fire! Damage report! On your mark, Captain!
Fire! 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 Get the mainsails into the wind!
Topsails, gallants! Loosen trim!
Fire!
Keep out of her cannon range!
There's the Royal Navy. We cleared the way just in time, Captain Cormac.
The tide of war is turning.
That was quite a crack, wasn't it?
It is too soon for celebrations. Adewale is still out there.
Sure we'll get another turn to dance with him, Master Kenway. Master Kenway seems determined to destroy Adewale.
Aren't you? He's a powerful man in his own right, and a symbol of hope for the assassins. Eliminating him would shake them to the core.
It would, I know.